All right, so basically today we're going to work on suffixes. So we have been talking about word parts, and our focus today again is on suffixes. All right, so what are suffixes? Suffixes are they're the part of the word that comes after a root word. So we're going to look at a couple suffixes and then identify them in a passage and then read the passage for comprehension. So here we're going to have the suffix, the meaning, a picture, and an example. All right. Our first suffix is less. Less means without. So fearless means without fear. Right. And then, so if I said, he is powerless, he is without power. All right. So less means without fear. That is colorless. That is without color. The next suffix we're looking at is full. Full means full of. That's like one of the easiest to remember. Colorful, full of color. Powerful, full of power. Another one we're looking at is able. Able means it can be done. So growable, it can be grown. Capable, and so several different examples that way. It's really important for us to know that suffixes have meanings because it helps us better understand the word. Li just generally means in a certain way. So slowly means in a certain way, which is slow. Quickly in a certain way, which is quick. E right here also has the same meaning of full. It means full of. So snowy means full of snow. And let me scoot this away. Ness is the condition or a state of something. So happiness is a state of being happy. And so these are the suffixes that we're looking at today. Here again is just a quick graphic organizer, same as what we just saw over here, but made smaller so that way we can use that as a guide. First of all, as we start, we're just going to scan for these suffixes and see if we can find them in our reading. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and highlight. I like to use the yellow highlighter. And if I scan, when I'm scanning, all I'm doing is just going from left to right. I'm just checking to see if I can find any of the suffixes in any of the words. All right, so scanning right now to see if I can find less, full, able, e, or ness. Notice I'm not necessarily reading right here. I can find one here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. All right, and so Lee means in a certain way. Pearly white just means in a certain kind of pearl. Here is another one. Suddenly, it just means it was sudden. So if you notice, like the root word here is sudden, and then the Lee is the suffix. All right, so it's coming right after the word. All I'm doing is scanning. Actually, we seem to find a lot of Lee suffixes. Here says full. So harmful, full means full of. Harmful means full of harm. Again, I'm looking for suffixes in here. Closely is another one. Just means in a certain way. Usually in a certain way, usual. And I'm going to check the chat box just in case you guys caught one and I missed it. easily. This means in a certain way that it's easy. Again, I'm using, oh, there's another one. Helpful, full of help. All right, I was just looking for these suffixes in particular. And I'm going to check the chat box just in case somebody else found one that I did not see. Is there another word on top of moving? Moving, let me see. Another word on top of moving. Where is moving? Moving, another word on top of it, out of the corner of your eye. See something moving on the wall. Not necessarily. Although the ing here is also a suffix, it just means something that's happening right now. But again, our focus is on these ones over here, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read the passage. And that way, as we read the passage, we're actually reading for comprehension. Now, me identifying this suffix is just helping me better understand the words that I'm reading. And so that increases my comprehension. It increases my understanding. Hitchhikers in the Bathroom by Lena Mahoney. Imagine this. You step up to the sink, wet your toothbrush, and begin cleaning your pearly whites, that's your teeth. Out of the corner of your eye, you see something moving on the wall. Suddenly, you realize you're not alone in the bathroom. Your heart pounding. Boom, 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 boom. You turn towards a tiny intruder to get a better look. You're horrified to see that it has 8 legs and a pair of oversized pinchers on its front end. Is it some kind of miniature octopus or a bizarre crab? Is it going to sting you? Actually, it's a bug, and it's no more harmful to you than a housefly. This tiny bathroom bug is called pseudoscorpion. Pseudoscorpion. Right here is a pronunciation to help me, especially if I don't know how to pronounce it. But don't be fooled by its name. It's not really a scorpion. It's just a relative. A pseudoscorpion is a kind of arachnid. Arachnid. Which means it's closely related to spiders, scorpions, and mites. Like scorpions, pseudoscorpions have a segmented body and 2 enormous pincers. Pseudoscorpions lack the curved stinger that all true scorpions have. Pseudoscorpions usually live outside in mulch, on the tree bark, and in leaf litter. So how do they end up in the bathroom? They use those pincers like claws to hitch a ride on other bugs. So these are the pincers right here. Other bugs such as flies and beetles. When these insects come in, so do the pseudoscorpions attached to their legs. These tiny arachnids prefer moist places. Since the bathroom tends to be humid after bathing and showering, it's a likely place to find them. But they are easily overlooked. Most pseudoscorpions are only about 2 to 8 meters long. So they're really teeny weeny. Oh, sorry, millimeters long. Pseudoscorpions don't bite or sting humans, and they can be very helpful. These bugs feed on common household pets such as carpet beetle larvae, ants, mites, and small flies. Welcoming these hitchhikers into your home may mean there are fewer household pests to bug you. So these are hitchhikers in the bathroom, and the reason they are called hitchhikers is because they don't come in by themselves, but they hitchhike on other insects. And when those insects come into our homes, so do the pseudoscorpions. All right, and mainly it's just telling me that they are really helpful because, first of all, they don't harm, they don't sting us, they don't bite us. Instead, they'll feed on other pests in the house. They'll feed on the ants in the house, the mites, the beetle larvae, and teeny weeny flies. So they're really more helpful than harmful, even though they look pretty scary. All right. So again, just focusing on suffixes and realizing that suffixes have meanings. All right. And helping us know the suffixes and the meaning of those words helps us better understand what the word is. So when I'm looking at the word harmful, I know that it means it is full of harm. Okay. And that right there actually concludes our lesson for today on suffixes. So as you read, you want to search for suffixes in your reading, and then pull them out and see if you can find the meaning of the word, if that helps you find the meaning of the word, and if that increases your comprehension as well.